Hello everyone, my name is Breeze, welcome back to a new video. We are playing Gridmaster, RuneScape's latest event, as you can see here. Have made my character. I haven't actually done anything with this just yet, but ooh, you already start with a dream and stuff. That's quite amazing. The way this works, it's like Leagues, but it's more of a bingo style. So we complete challenges and then we get relics. So we already started by completing the Guildmaster tutorial, so we're going to collect our first relic, which thankfully is one of the power miner, or one of the early game ones. We're actually just going to go for power miner because it's quite useful, and I think it doesn't really matter anyway, because by the end of the game, end of the event, you end up with all of them anyway. So we're just going to claim that, and we also get ourselves a lovely Echo pickaxe. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to spend a little bit of time. I'm going to get some gold ore, and then I'm going to do the fancy, but I'm going to work my way around. I'm just going to do the easy tier for now, see how we get. So clean some Grammy herbs. We do already have a druidic ritual complete. Gain 300k from out runes. That will take us a little bit of time, but if we click on these, it tells us what reward we're going to get. So if we equip any boots from the Stronghold of Security, any of the boots listed here, we get Fairy's Flight, which lets us teleport to a fairy ring, or spirit tree, or tall leprechaun, which is quite amazing. So that's what our plan is. I'm going to go through these and get ourselves a few things. Oh, there's quite a decent one. Bring food, throw gnome balls. So we've got to go to the Stronghold for that. 45 woodcutting. I should have probably bought. There you go. So, getting the woodcutting levels will give us one of the other two starting rewards. So we're going to work our way through this. Fingers crossed we can get quite far. I do plan on hopefully eventually getting to the final tier, which is the hardest tier. So you've got easy, medium, hard, and obviously we need to be able to complete like TOB, Tombs of a Massacre raids, and unlocking the boots, getting the boots from Doom. So yeah, I'm gonna go work this out. I'm gonna go get some cash, some early cash from pickpocketing men and women in Lumbridge. Right, here we are on our way to complete our first tier, and there we go, minor gold ore. Right, so now that we've done that, we can claim another reward. I'm going to claim the lumberjack. The food one will probably be a good idea because it gives you cooked food. But eventually I'll get this one anyway. So I'm just going to claim them all in a row. I must be near a bank. Okay, we're going to get a few more gold ores, and then I'll go to collect that. I'm just going to probably get to like 50 mining quick. Okay, so now we're at bank. We are at a bank. We can claim our reward. I am obviously, like I said, going to go for lumberjack. There is lumberjack unlocked. We now have the echo axe, which also means we can now chop trees down, and they should all go to our bank. We can also have it so it automatically burns logs, so we can get our fire making up, or we can make arrow shafts, or just keep the logs in general. I think what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to make a start on fletching, because we do need to make ourselves some nice bows. I'm going to go get a couple quick woodcutting levels, and I believe woodcutting is on here as well. So yeah, chop maple logs, and that gives us the third and final relic for the tools. So we're going to go spend a bit of time chopping trees down, and also make a bunch of arrow shafts at the same time. There is chop a maple log, which is now another relic. So we can now go get the final echo weapon, which is a harpoon, I believe. So, but I'm just going to spend a little bit of time here, like I did with the mining. Right, back to the bank. We can now get our final echo item, collection item, sorry, and that is the harpoon. So animal wrangler. I believe this gives us the option to, if we close this interface, yeah, we can cook fish automatically when we catch it. So that's actually going to come really in handy. And also, I'm going to go use it now. I'm going to go collect a bunch of food with my one fishing. So we're going to start off with some shrimp and then work our way up. And Strongholds of Security is complete. We nearly died once, but fancy boots. And we now have the fairy ring unlock, which is going to actually be very useful. Time to claim our reward. Fairy's Light. We get the mushroom. which is wordable, and we can use it to teleport to a fairy ring, spirit tree, or a tulip recon. Absolutely amazing. Right, completely forgot to record that, but the throw a gnome ball one is complete. All I did was talk to the ref and throw a ball at another gnome. Quite easy. Everyone else is trying to tackle them for the ball. I just literally just whacked it. Just throw the ball straight away. We're going to go to a bank quick and grab ourselves another relic. We are currently going for the corner cutter one, which actually gives us agility XP while we're running around, so that's quite nice. And here we are claiming corner cutter. We now have the Sage's Greaves, which gives us, let me have a quick look. When equipped, agility based on your level while you run. Complete agility course grants 2 completion count and 25% XP. 100 success rate on all agility checks. Marks of Grace will spawn with 10,000 coins. That's a really good way to make some cash. And double quantity of pyramid tops, hallowed marks, agility vouchers, and crystal shards. That is absolutely amazing. We're going to equip those. I'm actually going to run a couple laps of an agility course. Not sure which one. Doesn't really matter. I am only level 1 though. But while I was in Varrock, it did let me go on the rooftops, so I might just give that one a go. 2 beginner caskets. Cabbages. I mean, I think I'm missing that on my main, but sod that. And that is defeat the lesser demon in this wizard's tower. Right, we are now getting closer to unlocking a full tier. We need 1 more herb to get the friendly forager. This is a minimum potential. Oh, we can claim that here. Nice. All of our, I think all combat styles. Your melee, range, and magic never hits below a 5. That's actually perfect. What else? I want to do the Briar Fighter one, but I will have to. I don't know if I have to get a key or I'm not too sure. And kill Ogress is like an AFK, and then it just gets 500 total level, which we are not too far away from. Kill an Ogress is complete. We get. Oh, we need a bank. 1 second. Now we can play in the combatant, which gives us 50% XP and another 2 selected skills. And I believe all we do is read this. And we can choose 2 skills. So I'm going to choose Prayer. Just for the meantime, I'm going to choose Ranged. And I think that's done. Do I have to keep this on me or can I put it in the bank? I'm not too sure. Oh, do I have to keep this on me? Oh. Oh, I see. I get 3. Okay, we'll just do the bottom 3. Oh, and they're permanently bound together. Okay. Whoops. I don't think I read into that properly. There he is. Vampire Slayer completed. We get access. This is actually kind of cool because we get access to all the Sins of the Fathers auto-completed. So we didn't realise that you can actually claim the reward in the layer. So we've just got a massive boost in our attack level. Still from the fruit stall. Completed. And we have just claimed, what have we just claimed? Dodgy deals. Pickpocketed NPCs will also pickpocket all of the similar type in a 11 by 11 square, granted extra loot, which is awesome. 100% success rate on all thieving checks. Automatically re-pickpocket the NPC or stall until you can no longer do so. Objects obtained are noted. That's awesome. Coin pouches increased by 3 and stalls do not deplete. So if I can literally just AFK here, which is actually going to be amazing for thieving XP, apart from the fact my inventory fills up really quickly. As there was cult is completed for 7.5k thieving XP and some more coins. Trying to get to 50 thieving so we can go get a couple really good tasks. Pickpocketing valuables from a house in Varlamore, so that is going to give us Golden God, which is going to be huge for making money. Right, so we just managed to get 40 thieving at the fruit stalls. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a bit of time pickpocketing guards, because with dodgy dealings we can actually get coins from all of the guards in this area, and it should be really nice. We should be able to get a ton of cash from this, and yeah, fingers crossed this is not going to take too long. I do not want to attack you. I will tell you one thing, this is some really nice XP. Right, just completed 50 thieving. We're going to go ahead over to Varlamore now and get ourselves the challenge done for thieving something from the wealthy citizen's house. Fingers crossed we can get very lucky RNG with this and we don't have to wait around for too long. Right, managed to collect 2 house keys, so we're going to go straight into someone's home and collect some valuables. Just going to search his chest. And there we go. That is another one complete. We are going to just use up the rest of this key. Didn't realize that, but we've also just hit 500 total levels. So we've just completed 2 challenges in one task, or one area. Going to quickly jump out the window here so we don't get caught. But there is, we reach total level 500, so we can now claim an XP lamp. We need to be at a bank. Right, we are at the bank, so we're going to claim Golden God, which gives us the ability to use high alchemy at such a low level and not need the runes for it. Claim Golden God. Okay, I'm not sure if that worked, but we'll see. And also, we can now claim the XP lamp. I believe it's a lamp. Yes, it is. So we're going to use this in Herblore, just because, and it's 125k XP. I probably should have saved that for when I get the what is it? The other skill thing. I can't find it now. But yeah, we are almost done. We've got a couple more to do. I'm going to go claim a couple of these. Quite simple ones. Bank heist, Scurrius. I'm not going to be able to do that just yet. Drink Steam Forge Brew, and I'm not too sure how we do that. I'm going to have to go figure that one out. Just quickly thought I would explain how Golden God works. Basically, we do not need the level or the runes to cast high alch or low alch. Items give 50% more gold and have a 65% chance of not being consumed. So if we use high alch on an item, it will never disappear. There's a chance it won't disappear actually. When cast on a stack of items, the spell will automatically recast, so we don't have to keep spamming the button. Also, we can spend 20k cash to earn a bunch of prayer XP, which is equivalent to a dragon bone, which is quite nice. We don't have enough cash to do that at the moment, but I'm going to go find a way to make some really good cash. So I've just bought a handful of adamant plate bodies from the blacksmith in Varlamore. Spent all my cash, and as you can see, the cash is growing very rapidly, and we're not actually using many of the plate bodies. I only actually managed to buy 5 with the amount of cash I had, and yeah, we're already at 100k. Right, we are going to get a quick 30k, which is also another task. Once it does it, there we go. Gain over 30k coins from one alchemy spell, which is this one. Can we claim this here? Projection Prodigy basically makes everything all in one go. We're going to claim that now. Pretty awesome. We are now 1 grimy herb away from completing a line. So I'm going to try and do my best to collect that herb. And also, we didn't actually alch the body, which is kind of cool. Let's see how long that lasts. Going to keep an eye on that and see if it... Never mind. Something I've just realised. When killing men earlier... to try and get some grimy herbs, I actually managed to get some other herbs that I couldn't clean at the time. So we're actually going to clean a Ranar and give ourselves the challenge. Now, if we look on here, we have completed an entire row. So once we claim the friendly forager, which I will explain what it does in just a second, we receive the forager's pouch, and I believe we can wear it, which is nice. But also... this guy just decided to stand next to me. If we have a look on here, provides the following perks when in inventory or equipped, which is nice. When gathering resources from woodcutting, fishing, mining, hunter, the forager's pouch will find and store random grimy herb, limited to herbs 25. Your herb level plus 25 can clean. Whilst also providing a small amount of token XP when one is found. That's pretty cool. The pouch will only find herbs that has room to store. So if I put a bunch of runners in there, it will do it that way. Anything else? Acts like a herb sack. Yep, gathered that. Gain the following perks. Secondary items will have a 90% chance to not be consumed. That is huge. And it's basically the alchemist gear as well, which is pretty awesome. So we're going to keep this in our inventory forever, and it's never going to go anywhere else. Yeah, and I've also just realized we are very close to hitting 1 mil cash. There it is, 1 mil. This is huge. This alchemy thing is massive. One other thing. I completely forgot to claim the reward of 200 times XP. Once we click this number will go up. So let us claim our XP token. And we are done with a complete line. 200 XP time percent XP. So when we do this, it goes from 325 to 455. Okay, so I've just spent 1.7 mil on adamant plate bodies. Let's see how much we get once they are fully alked. I'm going to go do some other stuff while these are alking, because obviously I can actually walk around and do stuff, which is quite nice. So I'm going to see what level I get. So we're currently at level 51 and 33 combat. Let's see how far we get once we've done 108 adamant plate bodies. There is a witness the giant the gemstone crab burrow away, and there is another gatherer point. We do need to be by a bank for this one, unfortunately. Right, so I've just claimed the gatherer scroll, and I'm not 100% sure what to use this one on. It's just like the one I used on my strength, prayer, and ranged, but for gathering skills. Not too sure what I want to do with this one, because everything is fairly easy to do. So I think I'm just going to chuck them on, like, yeah, that'll do. So every time I get a Slayer, Thieving, or Hunter XP, I should get a bonus. Right, so I'm going to test out Golden God here. I'm just going to use some of this cash that we've got here on the altar and see how much XP we can get. And we should expect to get some, I believe, prayer, range and strength XP at the same time. So let's see how far we get. Okay, we've got 500 XP for that. The XP here is just flying through, and I can spam click it. It is absolutely amazing. I'm going to go for like maybe just 50 and see how far we get on, with that. Right, time to test out the Wildy Altar. Oh, 1.7k per coin. We're already at level 44. Okay, let's just keep going. I'm watching my indicator up here, see what level we get to. We are now at level 50. I'm just going to go a little bit longer. See if we can get to 52 before we run out of money. We got to 52, a little bit longer. Maybe I'm going to go for 55. Just so we have enough prayer. And there we go. And if I remember correctly, I can actually teleport out of here. Can I? Last destination. Oh. Spirit tree. Granny. Okay, so you can, but not to the last destination, wherever that was. But yeah, that is absolutely amazing. We now have unlocked Smite and all of the protection prayers. Absolutely huge. And about to complete Sea Slug, which is going to give us a really 50k fishing XP there, which is absolutely amazing. And that gives us 44 fishing. I needed 35 to be able to do Temporis, so now we have it. Okay, so I just thought I'd kill some Revenant Imps just to see what it was like, and I get an Ancient Emblem. What is this? If we get a crossbow on this as well, I'm going to be screaming. Quick and easy one, and this is for something very useful. We're going to drink a Steamforged brew, which gives us the bank heist, which I'm going to open up in the bank here. And there it is. This gives us the ability to teleport to any bank in, I believe, any bank in the game. But if we go teleport, obviously there are a few things we haven't got unlocked. But most of the banks are accessible here. Not gonna lie, that's the first time I've ever actually killed a Briar Fighter, and nice, we actually managed to get a second Mossy Key. Nice XP there. We're actually going to use the key on the chest because we want to complete the challenge. There we go. And unfortunately we didn't get anything from that, but yeah, I'm going to go bank and I'm actually going to get a couple more kills. That was actually a super fast kill, and we get another Mossy Key, which is nice. Can we get the essence? Yes, and don't ask me again. Give me an essence. Another clue, another Mossy Key, and some death runes. Actually, that is kind of huge. Well, gonna keep going. Starting to feel like it's a Mossy Key every kill. Unfortunately, we only got Rune Sword that time. Right, we have now completed another task. 1+ combat mastery. Gain a tier in all combat masteries, which is nice. Damage is increased by 50%. That's actually really awesome. And there we go. And also we have got the 200 plus 200% XP as well. Meaning we are gaining 800% XP for skills. I'm going to go kill Scarius. Actually, I'm going to go do one more kill at Briar Fighter, and then I'm going to go kill Scarius. Okay, so I've spent all of my money on Rune Plate Legs from Nada, and I'm going to see how much money I can get from this. But first, I want to try and get a few KC at Scarius. It is also a challenge for the Gridmaster, as you can see here. Defeat Scarius. It also increases our combat masteries, so all of these will be uploaded to a level 2. Then we're going to go for Temporos, and then that'll be everything on the easy tier complete. I just want to find a mass world and see if we can get a kill. And we got the point for killing Scarius. Unfortunately, we didn't get any loot from that, but that is fine. I'm going to tell you out because Scarius destroyed me there. And we can claim our reward straight away, giving us tier 2 masteries. If we look here, melee hits have a 25%. Oh, that's already the one we've had. So melee hits have a 10% chance to generate an echo hit, additional melee hit, which is pretty nice. Ranged, each too tired to say that. Every attack has a max hit increase of an additional 5%. Max hit increased by 5% per tick in between your attacks. That's actually quite awesome. Temporos has been subdued, and that is the final easy task completed. Alright, before we claim our reward, I'm just going to see if we can get anything from the net. And last one, soaked pages. Right, Craftsman, the final easy reward. This one we can use to, pretty much like the other ones, we use it to combine spells or combine skills, so we gain for each thing. What to put it on though? Right, after looking up some review videos and just checking some other stuff out, I'm going to go for Herblore, Fletching, and Construction. There we go. Those 3 skills are now locked together, and we can start earning stats for them. And like I said, we have now completed everything in the lower tier, the easy tier, and we've just hit 2050 total points. Now it's time to start working on other things. I think I want to do some barrows, but it's getting there, that's the problem. I've just realised we've just hit a 10 mil cash stack. This is amazing. Absolutely love being able to alch and do other stuff at the same time. I know I'm just putting arrow shafts and feathers together, but this is some mad XP, and I'm getting construction and herblore XP, which is huge. Okay, so I've just bought 10,000 rune arrow tips and a bunch of headless arrows. See how much XP we get from this. We're currently sitting at 68 or 80 fletching, 61 construction, and 64 herblore. Just look at that XP. That's all 10,000 complete, and we got 73, 78, and 71. That is absolutely amazing. I'm going to buy some more.